know. I hope he ain't getting no problems. You know, there's always. Oh, dang it. Okay, where? Notes. There he is. What's up?
Smith, what's up?
All right, man. Everything and nothing.
I know, right?
You know, it's
Yes,
an interesting week, it's been. You know, interesting week all the way around, politically, socially. You know.
yes, sir.
Let me put this here.
Yeah, I see you sporting your can. I'm gonna have to get me one of those. I gotta find one that can fit my head now.
Well, can
One
it's
of those
kind of not like the
one
traditional Kango, but I've had this a while. I've had
Okay.
this a long time. I got a leather one also. This is more of
Okay.
I don't know what you call the material. I got this at oh man, I don't know where I got this. It's the store's closed now.
Okay.
So I've had it a few years. Shows you how, yeah, I've had this for a few years, so you know. But oh, looks like yes, we are live, people. Yeah, yeah, really.
Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you at.
Yeah. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, spotlight everybody. They've made some changes on this Zoom thing. Now it shows when I want to be spotlighted or everybody else or somebody else is not spotlighted. I can see the reflection right now. All right, people, what's going on? And I think they do have. Not tell you something about they had the watch party back. I saw it on my thing. I used it the other day.
Yeah, you did. You did. I'm waiting to see when your message comes up to see if I'm able to do that now.
Yeah, I don't know. But like I said, I saw it on something else too. So, but I don't know. All right, people, we're here on another Sunday, last day of February, as I refer to this month as fucked up February. Okay, last day of the, we call the Black History Month, but Black History is every month, every year. We're always making some history on some aspects or whatever. So it's not just segmented to February. And it's kind of funny how it's always the shortest month. Huh. I wonder who decided that shit. And they really, that might be something I need to find out about who and why was it decided to be in February.
Yeah, obviously we know it was Carter G. Woodson, but we don't know if he decided that, hey, well, this month can be the month. Yeah, that's something that is something worth noting to look into.
Yeah, it's just I've always wondered about that. And I'm just kind of like, okay, who decided that this was supposed to be every this month, February, the shortest month. And then even though they'll give it, every 4 years, they give it a, what is it, leap year?
Yeah.
You get an extra year, an extra day. I'm like, okay, who decided that mess? Okay, people I know, what we're here to do, we got 30 days with the new administration and everything, and everybody's been, and if you registered with this and saw the page, the ads on here, everybody's up in arms about this $15 an hour wage hike. Let me ask you, Kent, what do you think about that?
I think it's long overdue. Will it pass? I don't think it's going to pass with it intact with the Senate as it is now. I think it's going to be. I think it will pass, but I think it's going to be watered down. And it's not like the proposal is saying, boom, everybody gets $15 an hour immediately. It's not like that at all. Right. They're talking about several years that it'll be worked up to the $15 an hour dollar pay.
Yeah, they're talking about drizzling it.
That way it'll give. Yeah, that way, and I think I think that's fair, because small business owners, of course, they're going to say, well, that's going to make my insurance rates goes up, so forth and so on. With that, I believe with that progressing up to $15 an hour over the years, that will give the small business owners some time to modify what they need to modify to make that happen.
But I was looking at it from a standpoint that what is the going rate now for minimum wage? Was 7? Most places 7 something?
725.
Okay.
725. I think it's up to 789 or something like that now.
You're talking about, I don't know what the math is basically, but you're only talking about a 7.15 hike to 15. 7.5 something. Okay? Inflation has been at really 42% in most places, or higher, over not a decade. From the article, I had this article and I can't find it now. It was circling around the internet. They're saying the average rent in the US is $14.20 a month. Okay? $15 an hour is not going to cover it if you got a, if the article said you had to have you pay a fourth of your income is going to go to your rent. So, long story short, they're saying to survive in the economy at $14.20 a month for rent, you would have to be making to make it, to live basically comfortably. You would have to be bringing home $5 grand a month. $15 an hour ain't $5 grand a month. Okay. This is where my problem with, and then they're talking about you're gonna trickle down the $15, or how you trickle it down? You say people are destitute now. Well, trickling it down ain't gonna help when you talk about it's gonna hit with taxes. So they're gonna be at square one any damn way. So how in the hell is it gonna help if you're just not gonna just up the damn pay hike to 15? See, those are the kind of things we don't, nobody talks about online. Nobody talks about even the politics. It's all politics. And it doesn't make sense to if people are thinking clearly, don't get caught up in the damn $15 an hour, which is not, in most places, you can't, $15 an hour in New York, $15 an hour in San Francisco ain't gonna cover your rent. People.
No.
And
in a lot of places here in Columbus.
Yeah, they got a place here in Columbus, almost $5 grand a month. People for rent, $5 grand. So $15 an hour ain't gonna cover a damn thing, people. Why do we get caught up? We so caught up. They're arguing of this $15 an hour, especially the Black and brown community. Well, we need a $15 an hour. People are starving. People, they ain't going, if you're not gonna give it all at once, they're gonna really starve anyway. So what are you justifying? What are you gonna bring? Or how you drizzling in for them to have a better lifestyle? And what percentage? See, the biggest problem with us, a lot of us in this world, a lot of us in all this, we do not think in terms of taxes. Taxes what eat up your income, especially people who, the middle class, and how you make money. This is what the problem is. The problem is a whole lot. It's not just the $15 an hour thing. That the problem is with the have and the have-nots is the way people, you got certain groups of people that are this thing with Trump, with taxes, okay? Everybody's hollering about he didn't pay him what, $720 something dollars in taxes. Well, let's look. You need to look at the tax code. And this is not no endorsement to him or anything. I'm just being real about how the tax code is set up for those kind of people in real estate and business, how they take advantage of it. And we've mentioned this before, okay? And there's worth mentioning again, since this is a big issue in the news cycle that most of them won't talk about because, you know, all they want to do is get ratings, which is fine. But it takes people like me and you and some others to tell the truth about why $15 an hour ain't such a big deal when it comes to you and your lifestyle, your solitude, whatever. Okay? This is why we talk about you need a business. Remember, we've always been saying that. I don't care if you get this, like I said, $14, this $1,400 stimulus thing they're gonna give it. Like somebody said yesterday, there are people now that their banks, all these overdraft fees that are hitting their banks because they don't have the money to cover this and that. Well, that $1,400 is gonna get eaten up by that kind of stuff. Somebody said, I just saw it yesterday, that they said that we should probably have $1,400 in the duration of what's going on until they get this economy going. Because they did that in Sweden, they did that in some other places around here, in the country,
I think Canada,
Norway or somewhere.
I think, yeah, I think Canada's 2000, I
But I
believe.
think, yeah, Canada's 2000, and they're doing that. They've been doing that since this thing started last year. So somebody, I just saw it yesterday that they said that, okay, this is I'm looking at see what's going on my laptop. Yeah, Canada's 2000, and they're doing that. I mean, they've been doing so. But this is what we need to consider. The dogma that we accept in this world is the biggest problem with everybody, and people need to speak out about it. $15 an hour is not going to get people out of poverty. Not with inflation over 25 years has been hitting, and y'all been, what did they say they went to $7 an hour in 2009 or 2008 or something like that? Well, you're talking about 20
Yeah,
years.
2009.
So what was happening? You still have not caught up with inflation. So minimum wage in reality should be about $33 an hour. People, to truly live, to pay rent in some of these places, $15 an hour, you ain't gonna get away with it in San Francisco. You're not gonna get away with it in Chicago, Miami, New York, Washington, D.C. People are full of shit. They need to speak out about it. Now, people, if you agree with what I'm saying, hey, give me some love here, people. Hit in, chime in, if you're on this thing.
And even with these suburbs, you know, they're just as expensive, if not more expensive than the cities.
Yeah, like I said, we didn't have, when I went to California, the house, the size of this house I'm at now, went for about $800,000. That was between 1988 and 1990. I bet you today this house will be going for 1.2. Okay? This house. And some of them were smaller. So $15 an hour ain't shit.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I'm tired of people, I'm tired of the dogma in our society and everybody yippity and yappity. Oh yeah, $15 an hour, that would help me. $15 an hour. If you wake at $7.50 an hour, whatever it is, and you only happy to get $7.5 extra, you got a problem. You're not understanding. Do the math. Do the math. Because it's not going to change your lifestyle much. In fact, the more money you make, they say, especially how most people middle class make money, is how more taxes you're going to pay. This is why it is so important in the 2021. We're going to emphasize this too. You need to start, some of y'all want to call it a side hustle, whatever, a business. With the internet, with all these technologies you got, you can easily start something. That's why this past Wednesday, we had a webinar on a program that we got. At the end, I'm gonna leave some information that y'all can get involved with. Because it's really based off to beginners in the internet thing. I'm not a beginner. I mean, I can, there's a lot of things I know. I've been doing this a while, but it's really geared towards people who don't know how to use social media the right way instead of spamming. I just had some guy other night getting through Messenger. He in Bermuda about his business. I said, dude, good luck with what you got. This is the biggest problem in this. Like I said, we were saying, people, all they concentrate on is trying to peddle their business to people they have no relationship with. They don't know if they need a business. All that's what they do. And in the system that me and
Yes.
Keith belong to shows you how to do it the right way. Network marketing, you got this thing out here that says that the network marketing is a people business, is a relationship business. Well, you're not treating it like a relationship. All y'all keep doing is think everybody needs what you got to offer, and they don't. This is why we
Right.
emphasize so many different things. So, what are you drinking there? Beer?
Oh. No.
Scotch?
No, actually ginger ale.
Oh, ginger ale. What kind of ginger ale?
Yes, ginger ale.
Verner's?
Well, just some Canada Dry.
Oh, yeah. Now, see,
No,
I
Canada
the
Dry.
Canada Dry. They had another thing on. Why do they consider
Verner's
Verner's?
used to be my drink, though.
Well, I never considered Verner's.
Yeah,
ginger
Verner's
ale.
used to be a drink.
Verner's tastes like cough medicine. Oh, my friend. Oh, another buddy of mine.
I love Verner's.
He loved Verner's. I tried to drink that mess. I about threw it up. It tastes like coffee. How do you drink this mess? I'm sorry for all you Verner drinkers out there.
Verner's got that kick, though.
I can't do it. Verner's is nasty to
Had
me.
that little kick, you know.
No, it's just got this. It doesn't taste like Canada Dry ginger ale. It doesn't taste like ginger ale. There's a medicinal back taste to it, to me. It tastes like medicine. It tastes like some cough medicine. No. Biggest problem most people too got, we say we're gonna talk about, is why you guys struggle within the corporate structure. You gotta understand, corporate structure was never set up for you to succeed if you do not own the structure of the game. If you're an employee, it was never,
Right.
ever, and never set up for your success. It was set up for you to make just enough to keep you there and maybe not enough to piss you off. It's a game.
Mhm.
The job was never set up for your success. Unless your dad or somebody in your family own the company, and then sometime he gonna tell you to go screw yourself if you don't act right. I mean, it's not set up for you to prosper. Contrary to what everybody believes, had a friend talk about, well, everybody can't have a business. Everybody had a business back in the day before the industrial age, because it was called the farming age. That's what their business were. See, a lot of people don't get that.
Mhm.
The farming age is what people strived on and educated and lived on. Before the industrial age, there was no such thing as the job, the job, with all that old mess. Now, 100 and some years later, it's flipping back to, you got to be more responsible for your income and your so-called retirement. That's a joke. The retirement, you want to talk about the retirement scam, I call it. Okay? Everybody bitching about, wow, I got 2 more years and I'm retired. Motherfucking age gap between whites and blacks and living has dropped 3 years. And you talking about retiring at, I got a friend of mine, another buddy, talking about he not gonna retire from the government. Now he already got a pension from 30 something years with the Air Force. I don't know, why are you busting your ass for that other money? You already had a health scare 3 or 4 years ago. That should have been telling you, get out of that shit. See, we're trained so much to think, I got to work a job. That's what I have to do. If it sounds like I'm knocking jobs, no, I'm knocking the fact that there are things that have changed. A job does not mean that you got to go to somewhere to make money, not in the digital age. This is our job, if you want to use the term job. But too many people out here look at the job thing as you got to get up in the morning, buy an alarm clock, go commute to someplace, clock in, be at that desk when you're gonna dock you, all that kind of mess. We are bought into so much BS dogma about how we're supposed to make a living. What do you think about all this, kid? I mean, with the stuff that's going on, when we gonna learn?
It's just like that old for those folks who get into country music. I like a little bit, but it's just like that old Dolly Parton song, 9 to 5. She said, there's a line in there that says, it's a rich man's game, no matter what they call it. And you spend your life putting money in their
pocket.
You know.
And that's what I try to tell people. The 9 to 5 is a rich man's game. It's an ownership game. Mm-hmm. Until we, and once we start realizing that that's what it is, maybe we'll make a better decision. It is dumb. Now I'm gonna step on some toes right here. It is dumb for you to go get another active way of making money, another job, a second job, to pay more taxes. Oh, there was a thing I just saw too. They were talking about how the IRS is a scam, but that's another topic. How the IRS is a scam. That's another thing. Since we're in the tax season now, they're talking about there's nothing in the legislation talked about that and I said this before, why are we paying taxes or filing money for money they already took out that they know? Why? Your employer sends all the money that you made or they took out of taxes at the end of the year, they send it to the IRS. Why the fuck do we need to file again for the money they took out? They know. People, I am so sick of the dogma of our society and shit. And I'm just going this year, I'm going to be more radical about a lot of it because it doesn't make any sense about why we keep doing stuff that don't make any sense because there's too many of us are too comfortable in this craziness. And COVID should really have woke people up to the fact this is dumb. Now what we do, over 100 years of stuff, we still do the same thing and wonder why we don't have no money. You know, people get mad because, okay, Trump didn't pay nothing but $720 for the last 2 years to the IRS. So if you know the tax code and I'm gonna tell you something, I wouldn't have paid that shit neither. If I had to pay it, if you know, $720 something. This is not about, you know, if you ever read Robert Kiyosaki's Cash Flow Quadrant, you need to read that book too. It talks about why you struggle as an employee. Because you work as an employee or a self-employed person, it's better to work as a self-employed person than it is an employee. Because y'all pay the highest taxes. You get taxed the highest. That's why your employer sends your tax information to the IRS and you get this 1040, say, this is what you made over the year. And then you got to file your taxes. You got to file your taxes. It even says, this is what you made. So if that's what you made, why am I filing taxes? Why don't they just give that money back to you? Why do you need to file shit that they got the information for? People, I mean, come on. I mean, do you think that makes sense, Ken? I mean, really? I didn't mean to get into tax thing, but it gets into the same thing we're talking about jobs and money and, you know, as I got older.
It does. Well, I've been, and I've just got done filing my taxes. And I'm like, you know, it is like, kind of like what Chris Rock used to say, you know, when you see your gross income, and then you see your net pay, said, it's just like the government teasing you. It's like, this is what you could have had, but this is what we're going to give you.
Yeah, basically.
We're going to keep the rest of this until, until you turn in the paperwork so we can give you back what you already should have had in the first place.
But you got to turn in paperwork for what they really owe you to get back anyway that you already paid. So right. I don't understand why you, right. if people talking about they got to pay taxes, why are you paying taxes? You didn't have them take out enough, whatever. If you allowing the minimum or whatever maximum of what they're supposed to take out in your taxes, you shouldn't have to pay no taxes. So
and yeah, I get that there's goods and services, like your sewer, your refuse and all, but all that's already been implemented in the city or county or state budgets anyway. At least right. I would think that's already been provisioned out.
And but you still get this 1099 saying you got to file something that they already got information for. What more information are you giving them that they ain't got? I don't understand that. So you're just like double doing something that you really don't need to do because they already got the information. That just don't make sense to me, man. and the reason why that's one of the main reasons why most of us struggle working for the corporate entity, and it's the tax thing. The tax thing is the biggest problem why people struggle. Until we start understanding that's the tax thing, more people will struggle all the time. And they know the game that the tax IRS, the treasurer, all these motherfuckers know that you ain't gonna do the work or do the thing to find out. If you wanna, why? If we talk about struggling with money, why don't you do some work to find out why you're struggling with money? We telling you some things. Do some more research. You can't complain about shit that you aren't willing to fix for yourself. So if you're comfortable and you're uncomfortable, you ain't got no reason to bitch and complain. But
there it is.
Most of y'all want to get on people's shit about voting. That's another scam. I ain't gonna get into that though, but we will say, well, if you don't vote, you got no reason to complain. Well, if you don't learn about financial wherewithal, that's the same thing. You got no reason to complain. So we can come back at you that way. Yeah, most of y'all complain, I'm not making enough money. So-and-so got away with taxes. Why don't you learn the tax laws? Why don't you learn financial wherewithal? As you always say, if you don't vote, y'all gonna repeat the fuck out of that. If you don't vote, you got no reason to complain. Well, if you don't understand money and financial wherewithal, you got no reason to complain either, folks. It goes both ways. You can't have it both ways. If you want to be smarter about anything, you got to do the work, folks. You got to do the work. It's not going to they going to teach you in school. Hell, they don't know. Your teachers don't know. Your teachers didn't know about a lot of things. And when I was in high school, we had to take a civics class. Well, as I got older, it made me find out my teachers didn't know shit about what was going on. Really? They didn't talk about no damn electoral board, electoral college, and all the shit that they got to go through for the certify the president. They didn't talk about that thing in Congress in January or December. None of that shit was discussed. But yet we supposed to go in here and vote because these some bitches say so. but they don't tell us freedom. They're talking about for our freedom. How the fuck is that a freedom? You know, I just saw that there was 1,268 new COVID cases reported here in Ohio today. I don't know if that's good or bad.
And it's supposed to be true. I'm wondering, because overall the numbers are trending down, but is it because of those variants that have been discovered? If that's if that little tick is starting to tick upward.
But see, there's been a contradiction about those things also. The variants, they one side you hear people talking about the variants. They're like the UK variant is supposed to be more spreadable, maybe more deadly or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yet you hear people are lifting the lockdown. Yeah, I'm tired of the mask. I'm tired of the lockdown. I'm tired of all this mess. But I don't want that shit. That's why I got my mom Friday her first level of the vaccine. Now you got people talk about the vaccine is this and that. And the Black community, there's another. I'm sick of the Black community addressing Tuskegee in the same light as this.
Yeah, you can't compare. You can't compare the two.
I am so tired of that dogma. There's no comparison. People, they've been working on the vaccine for the COVID thing since 2003. The year back, if you ever watched Richard Engel, how they were able to, they got new technologies, folks. I've said this before. It's not been rushed. Yeah, it's faster than usual, but they got technologies that was put up online by the Chinese of the structure of this virus. So they're able to get the molecular structure, study its strengths and weaknesses to come out with these vaccines quicker. They got that technology right now. So whatever variants that are coming out, they probably can develop right now a booster shot or whatever to counteract those variants. People, you're gonna have to trust something. Okay, Black folks, you're gonna have to get up off of this bullshit about Tuskegee. Tuskegee was forced experiment on people for syphilis and was primarily experimented on one group of people, Black folks. This thing is hitting every motherfucking body. Stop with the bullshit about Tuskegee and this damn COVID vaccine. There is no damn comparison. Okay? People, when they did this experiment with the syphilis, they primarily did it for what? Soldiers? First, the Tuskegee Airmen, because they were in the military, they primarily target them to experiment that way. That's not what's being happened here. This damn vaccine is hitting everybody. This is not a political or racial or whatever, okay? But we keep making this damn thing into what it's not, okay? We need to stop with that shit. If you are a group of people that are getting hit harder because you got to work in these industrial, messed up, whatever places that expose you, don't you think you're gonna have to have something? You got one or two things to do. You either take a risk of dying of this damn thing, and look, it ain't no damn flu. It's more than that. Or take the vaccine. I'm gonna keep it real. If anything, you're gonna die any damn way, regardless if you get it or not. Let's put it that. Let's keep it real. Okay? Now, granted, there were people who have taken this vaccine and there was 2 people that died. But there was no correlation said that the vaccine was the cause of their death. Who's to know they may have was gonna die anyway of whatever. They may have some other underlying, I don't know. But y'all ran out and took that flu shot like a damn thing, some of y'all. I haven't taken a flu shot in years because I had a reaction to a flu shot. But I'm not saying that is not good for people so we don't have everybody walking around coughing and sneezing and spreading shit to people. No, I don't want that either. We got two choices. We stay in a lockdown to 2023. Y'all want to do that? Or we get this damn vaccine to stop this shit so we can go back to some sort of what we were doing before this shit. And I'm not gonna say a new normal. I don't like using that damn term. We should be calling this an awakening to all the flaws, all the problems that this country and the world had. This COVID has hopefully has woken people up to what was going on, all the bullshit. But obviously there's still motherfuckers out here talking this shit about Tuskegee. Man, Tuskegee ain't got shit to do with this. Stop with that mess. I'm so tired of people with that crazy rhetoric. This is why people.
Yeah, that's.
Go ahead.
I was just going to reiterate that's not a battle argument. You know, in the first 2 months when this was coming out, the information, I said, okay, there might be a correlation there, but as you study it and as you look at it, it's like, okay, no, Tuskegee was specific, as Greg stated, was specifically geared toward Black folks. No other group was included in that experiment.
Yeah, that was an experiment toward Black people and some women. Okay, Black women. Okay, that was directed. When you got something targeted directly, that's where you start. They're not gonna just say, oh, well, unless they're trying to, well, that could be also too. But the Black community is making this thing sound like, oh, we're not gonna trust this thing because of what happened in Tuskegee. Well, fuck, you might as well not trust going to the store, going to your doctor, doing this and that, because if you're gonna compare everything to what happened to Tuskegee, you might as well you might as well not do shit. You might as well not go to your doctor. And I bet some of y'all don't go to the doctor. Black men, how many, hey, Kim, I ask you, have you had a colonoscopy yet? Huh?
Haven't. Oh, I haven't got a colonoscopy, but I got my Cologuard kit here. And I'll be doing what I need to do.
Okay, will your doctor
to get that done?
Do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, that's something new. But you know, after Chadwick Boseman died, and he's younger than both of us, died of colon cancer.
Right.
And now they're upping the thing to 45, you should be getting it. See, there's things like that you need to understand that you need to be doing as a person of color. Stop with the mess. Look, I don't know. You need to get your prostate checked every damn year. It's not fun for you gotten to bend over and assuming a position and they checking your prostate. But if they don't, you're gonna suffer from other things. My dad didn't, well, he had problems. I had a high prostate count still with them, but a lot of that stuff is different now. But you got to be proactive about everything. It's about if you want anything to progress in your life, you gotta be proactive about your money, your health, all that shit. And you can't sit up here with your head up your own ass, complain about stuff when you're not being proactive to do anything about it. It don't make no sense. And then use bullshit out here. And I think sometimes they may even, they play on that stuff so you don't do things. If you want to use conspiracy theories, let's use the one that when they do shit like that to make, especially black males, not do stuff and make it look like, okay, they're dying off because why? Well, because they're not proactive doing this and that and the other thing. That's why you're dying off. It's not always a white man. We don't take care of ourselves. Then you know why we got all these single black women out here? Could be, how do y'all dying off? Because you ain't taking care of yourself. So you're leaving these women with these kids. Got to take care of these kids. Somebody got to do it. I mean, come on. Let's stop all the bullshit. I mean, we do these damn shows. I do these shows to give people some, you know, and you got to tear, it's like a muscle. People are like a muscle. Sometimes you got to tear them down to build them back up. Okay. We always, I hear all this stuff about online that we calling each other kings and queens. Well, kings and queens are responsible for taking care of the community and themselves. You can't walk around here calling yourself a king and queen, right, and then all you want to do is twerk your ass online. That ain't no king and queen. King and queens don't do all that damn ridiculous shit and call it being black. That ain't being black. That's just being some ass online. And then we wonder why we get called on about, we got all these damn names for people in our community because we kind of perpetuate the bullshit. Let's be real about it. I mean, we're still the lowest on the financial totem pole, even lower than some of the Latin community. But that's another topic I can go into and give you some direction on why that is. That was perpetuated on purpose also. I was just watching last night. Well, I saw two things. Have you ever seen, anybody seen I got a free year of Apple TV. I watched this movie called The Banker. Samuel L. Jackson. I can't think of the other guy.
I've heard of it, but
it's a good movie. It's a good movie. It takes place, this guy lived in, where he lived, in Texas during the Jim Crow. He needed to move. He was an entrepreneur. He went into real estate and all this stuff. Make a long story short, they bought these banks and then some shit got fucked up and they fronted this white guy as the owner, but they were the true owners. Because, at that time, black guys weren't going to get no loan from the white people in the banks. And it was a good movie. Long story. I ain't going to tell you everything, but it was a good movie. The other thing I've been watching on Netflix. Everybody knows I'm into martial arts. There's this thing called The Age of the Samurai. Them motherfuckers.
I haven't seen it yet, but I thought about you when I was like,
motherfuckers thing. I mean, I knew about the samurai, but the story that they were going through this history, damn, don't wonder nobody. And I'm thinking about, and I put a post just before this came on about the Asian community. Elderly Asians are being attacked in this country because of all this situation with the COVID. And I look at this.
Makes no sense at all.
No. Elderly Asians are being attacked. Let me see, I'm gonna just say this real raw. Let me see you motherfuckers going to Chinatown and attack them. You going to all these white Suburbans and attacking these elderly Asians? You don't know who the fuck they're connected to. If you watched anything about the movie The Warrior that Bruce Lee wrote, that was a thing for Kung Fu, that's true too. The triad, the Tong Wars. You don't know who their grandsons, who their nephews and all that. Keep fucking with all these Asian people. They do not play. Okay? Stop attacking. Black people need to get the attitude. Stop attacking these elderly Asian motherfucking people. Because if it was me, I'd dice your ass.
Right.
I'm going to be honest with you. You ain't going to fuck with my family. I will find you and dice you up. Okay? Y'all need to stop that shit. Whoever out here, people doing, I don't give a fuck if you're out here watching. I'm waiting for that shit to happen.
Makes no sense at all.
That makes no damn sense at all. I try to tell this friend of mine about why are you voting for a man that puts you in danger? Okay, being an Asian woman, you come from Hong Kong, okay, that was handled by the British. Why would you be voting for some man that don't give a fuck about you? See, they're fucking around. If you notice, they're not going into all the Chinatown. They're not going to Koreatown, Japantown, all them places. You will go in there. Yeah, I'm gonna be real raw. You won't come out alive. Don't jump. Don't be caught in there, especially white in San Francisco, Chinatown. I'm telling you straight up, I've been there. That's a different world. And that was 30 years ago. They will fuck you up. You'll end up on a hook in one of their shops, disemboweled. Okay? You might end up in somebody's chop suey. You don't go in them places fucking around. And y'all attacking their, the Chinese, the Asian communities revere their elderly. And y'all fucking around with the elderly people in these places in the community. You don't know who they connected to. You don't know who their families are. Y'all thought the intersection thing at the Capitol was bad? Shit. I study Asian history. I know some people. I know. Them motherfuckers they will not give a fuck. They don't give a shit if you were connected with another mafia family. Hey, they fought the Irish. They fought all them now. They might be connected to the hatchet people, hatchet men, triad Tom. They do not care. Y'all need to stop all this shit. People need to stop. It's ridiculous. You're gonna attack elderly people. Go fuck with one of them younger ones. That's it. Prove me how much huevos you really got out here. Fuck with one of them. But you're gonna go mess with the elderly. I'll tell you, if you mess with my mother, I will hunt you down and I will dice you. I mean that. Ain't a judge, ain't no religious person, ain't nobody not even Jesus himself could talk me out of it. Okay? Y'all want to play that shit? Because I told them, I'm willing to go to war. It don't make no difference to me. You're going to have to go any damn way. People need to stop all this shit. If you don't want, just leave people alone, folks. Stop fucking with everybody. It's like, is somebody always got to be a damn bully all the time? Why? I don't get it. I don't get why people are always doing shit to other folks. Just because I heard they're talking about all this uptick in Asian harassment, attacks on elderly. They ain't saying that. They just said elderly. They made a specific notion to say elderly. They're not fucking with the younger ones. Go fuck with them. Y'all won't do nothing about that. Don't think because you got a gun, you better be sitting on a perch 100 yards away. Gun is not going to be the all equalizer, folks. Stop all that shit. You just get tired of it. And they just had 45 talking about the same old rhetoric. I just don't get those type of people. After all this shit that's happened, you still gonna revere a person that's like that. I'm hoping that they got this dude's taxes now. I hoping that they find and develop a RICO case. If they develop a RICO case on that fool, y'all can forget about his ass running. He couldn't run for dog catcher. Okay?
There it is.
His ass is gone. It's done. A RICO case, money laundering, all that shit, the same thing they got John Gotti. In fact, they got the attorney that put John Gotti away on his case now. Okay? That's on his case, that's looking at his taxes. So if there's a RICO case on this bad boy, he's done. He's done. He's done. RICO case is automatic 30 years. That's life to his age. Oh man, his age. 30 years, man. 30 and over, 30 plus. And if it's consecutive RICO cases, they get an ASAA on his head. My cousin was an ASAA, retired. He's done. He's done. So y'all, you know, I don't know why y'all would be revering a man that got all these damn financial problems and making your whole party look like a bunch of fools. Right now, the Republican Party is looked upon as nothing but a bunch of racist rednecks. Let me put it out there. Now I want to use the term racist because racist is about wrong. Y'all looked upon as a bunch, the GOP is looked upon as a bunch of bigoted assholes. If you are in that sphere and you support all that mess, all them people that are running around here talking this shit that they talk about, one of the biggest problems I think they should have counted on, besides that, all them damn rallies and stuff, that was part of the reason why we got this uptick in COVID cases. But everybody wants to say, oh, yeah, it's just a code.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a flig. It's just this and that. Remember, they did this shit in 1918, and it lasted 3 years. They didn't have the technology we got now. 3 years, people. Y'all want to be locked down for 3 years? You know, then he's got enough nerve to talk about Biden's first 30 days been the worst of any other president. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? You really don't?
I mean,
the worst of any president?
I mean, on one hand, I'm not surprised that he said that because
well, no, I ain't
he's coming
either,
from a place where what else is he going to say? But people fall for that as the gospel.
Well, yeah, and some people's gospel is this kind of like, okay, y'all got some problems. Y'all got some
whatever, man.
Problems.
Whatever.
If you call that gospel, you need people like that need some real couch time. Real couch time. I don't know if even couch time would do that and would do it any good. It's just it's amazing. This whole thing, to me, like I said, I don't like to use the term new normal. No, ain't no new normal. We don't want to go back to that bullshit we call normal because it was bullshit. Wasn't normal. We should be looking at this as an awakening to the dogma, to the mess that we thought that was normal, that we need to be waking up to, because there's a lot of y'all walking around here talking about, well, I'm a woke fool. No, a lot of y'all need some sleep. Okay. I don't know why they're trying to open up everything here in Columbus either. You know, it's like governors top down on the lockdowns and stuff, all the bars and shit are opening back up. I don't know. I'm gonna wait. I ain't gonna. I know a lot of salsa things are open back unless they have some shit that's outside. I suggested that they should have a thing here this summer called Sunset Salsa on the Scioto. See, they had this thing on Thursday down in Cincinnati on the riverfront down there as a salsa thing. I said they need something here called, like I was using my name, my thing from my show, call it Sunset Salsa on the Scioto, or Sunset Saturdays Salsa on the Scioto. Have it on Saturday from about 7 to 9:30 or 10 o'clock, okay? And as the days get shorter, you change the time to, commit to how the sun, gets darker early, like we do with this show. So I don't know if anybody would want to pick that up to this, but it's just crazy. There's things you can do, but it's amazing how a lot of people just ain't creative. I don't know. People are so much in their dog, and it's surprising how there's so much of these younger folks that are so, some of them act older than me. I'll be 62 in May. And some of these people that I know that are 20, 30 years younger than me, act like old fucking men. The fuck is wrong with y'all? See, I said, anybody born, well, excuse the pun, a lot of y'all born after 65. I don't know. I don't know. Either your mamas were drinking. Well, hell, our parents drank, some of them. Smoked when they had us, while they had us. Then Mother Nature left out a chromosome. I don't know. Because some of them that born later than you can't, oof. It's like, what in the fuck? If there's a God, he got a damn sense of humor. You know what I mean? He really does. But you start looking about and some of the shit that you see, like, get the fuck out of here. Are they really serious? Do they really believe in that shit? But you know, like I said, we talk about a lot of different things here. This is my show. I talk about life, you know, life and business. We try to tie shit into business and life because life is business, business is life. Let's be real about it, man. Money is important. I hate these guru leaders talk about, well, don't chase money, don't do this. Well, motherfucker, you ain't doing this shit for free. You do expect to get some kind of monetary compensation for whatever you do. If that's not the case, why you bust your ass? Like I said, I can go back to this $15 an hour thing that we started out the show with. If money's not that important, it's like they're no, you ain't supposed to. I'm not saying that you worship money, but just be real about it. Money is about as important as breathing. If it ain't that important, quit your job. Quit bitching about the $15 an hour. It ain't gonna change your damn lifestyle. Quit busting your ass to a job that you fucking hate. Quit talking about, I want to retire when I'm 65 or 67 to get more money. If money ain't important to you, why are you doing all that dumb shit? Really? Why are you doing that if money don't mean nothing to you? It ain't important. There's no need. Quit. Retire. Ain't no use to bust your ass over that. Because at the end of the day, you can't take that shit anyway. Denzel Washington said, ain't nobody I know when they die got a hearse behind a U-Haul behind a hearse. Ain't nobody taking no U-Haul behind a hearse. Buying shit that you don't need to impress people that don't give a fuck about you. Oh, really? There's no need. And me and my mom were talking about that shit earlier today. I told her, one reason why I didn't date a lot of women in this damn town, and bad to say it, especially a lot of these black women, because, you know, some of the people y'all hung around with, they were fucking, I said one of the biggest, and not one of the biggest, it is the biggest deal breaker for me in dating is a pretentious woman. I said, let's get real about it, about dating. If all I want to do is get sex, I'm not gonna date you. There's too many things I can get for $5. Ain't nothing free, people. Let's be real about it. You know what I'm talking about. You can go to Main Street, you can go down Parsons, all right? Stop being pretentious like we gotta do that shit just to get some ass. Nah, we ain't gotta do none of that mess. Don't think because I make 6 or 7 figures that means something for you to just do what you want, or I don't make 6 or 7 figures that you can't be with me because of that shit. If that's all the case, then all we are pimps and hoes. Really. That's all we really are. In the whole stem of things in a relationship, that's all we doing. Pimping each other out. In a relationship thing. Now, I know that's gonna really rub some people the wrong damn way, but that's too damn bad. But you think about those type of things. What is the long-term thing when y'all dating? The biggest thing when you're dating in a relationship, first of all, yes, you are sexually attracted to that person, whoever that may be. Why do we get caught up in all moral bullshit, which is really bullshit, part of human nature about man, aren't we animals in the long run? So what is the wrong thing about being physically attracted to somebody? That's the only thing you know about that person. I got 50 million women. I'm just being facetious. Since I got this new phone and started being on Instagram,
No.
all these motherfuckers is damn befriending me on Facebook. Why? Women. 95% of them are females. And I really don't know if they truly are there. It may be just a fake profile, and it may be some old fucked up ass, nasty dude, you know, with them. I don't float that way. I like women, okay? Don't even go there, people. And y'all, and look, I'm not. I mean, I could be open, but I just do not. Hey, whatever your sexual preference is, that's you. But don't flaunt that shit in front of me, because I just don't flow that damn way. And I'm not a religious person, but I'm thinking about Andrew Dice Clay right now. Do you know who Andrew Dice Clay is, kid?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just remembering the first time I saw him, what he said. I ain't gonna say it on here, but and I said, you know what? He's gotta be right. I'm just thinking about all this stuff that's going on now, and I'm like, no, I guess I'm just not that open with stuff. If you was born this way, I don't know. I can't, you know, I didn't know. So, but some of y'all may not know who Andrew Dice Clay is, a comedian. And just look him up. You'll find out what I'm saying. Look at one of his videos from the late 80s, early 90s. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Right.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't wait till the sparkling excess water come out. You get this yet? Oh, you probably can't see it.
No, I haven't got it yet.
It's the Healthy Happy You. Yes, we are in a MLM, multi-level marketing. The grandfather, the granddaddy, or what y'all want to call it. The one that everybody says, if you're in that, everybody says, is if you're in this, you're like that, or that one, you're like this. And you know what I'm talking about. Neutralite Amway. I'm gonna put it out there. Yeah, we're involved with that. Okay. We just got this new miniature booklet with spring new products and services about. And I'm not just trying to promote that. I'm just saying, yeah, and most of us, that's who we targeted is people who are in network marketing. Not just that, but that's a primary thing. We target around our age group from baby boomers to Gen X, because let's face it, most of y'all ain't gonna relate to people our age if you're 20 something, whatever. Now, like I said, these women that are befriending me on Instagram, I don't know how old they are. They may not be women. It may be just a fake ass profile. Because you know, there was a time where you get all these emails from women in Nigeria. Oh baby, can you help me come to America? I'm trapped. I need to leave Nigeria.
Yeah.
Can you send me some money for it? This chick actually sent me a cashier's check, man, one time. About 10, 15 years ago.
Oh my God.
I took it to the postmaster. He looked at it, he said, oh yeah, this shit's fake. And I messed with her all time online. And she came like, did you get my money? Oh yeah, I got your money. Well, are you gonna cash it and send me the money? Hell no. I'm not gonna do shit. She like, why? Don't you love me? I said, I almost said, I said, this is probably not even a picture of you. I said, this woman is too fine to be sending somebody money like me, she don't know, to come to America. Why don't you get them, why don't you get them there so they can send you there? I said, no, I ain't get it. And anyway, this check's fake. Oh, it's not fake. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. I like, yeah, okay. I said, besides, I got the Interpol tracking my computer. So they might be tracking you where you at now. Boy, to see them hang up, they disconnected like, boom. You know? No, yeah, I would always play with them like that. I got some people right now. I get an email from the UK. You are getting the inheritance from Mr. So-and-so who died for $3.5 million. Shut the fuck up. I don't know nobody else. Somebody sent me an email and said that Mr. So-and-so, no, their last name was Smith. Why, because my last name is Smith, you think that's gonna work? And they said, well, I said, well, just send me the money. No, we can't do it like that. I said, well, leave me alone. You can't send me the money. I said, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm an Interpol agent tracking scammers like you on the internet. That's what I told them. Click, disconnect. You know who Michelle Turner is on Entertainment Tonight?
Yeah.
I tell you about that story. On Hangout.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you got me rolling.
Oh, this chick was talking about she was
yeah.
her and duplicated her dang on profile. Said, well, I need this because something she needs. I said, chick, you make a lot of money. Why don't you get that damn thing doing in LA? And I said, this ain't even a shit. She would be doing those shit like that. And that, well, if you can't help me, no, I can't help you, Michelle. You live in LA, you should get help right there. If you don't want to help me, I said, no, I don't want to help you. Yeah, you got to watch mess. There's a lot of craziness. This is why you got to use video, people, to market. Because you can see how crazy.
Yes, indeed.
Online, we ain't no shame in my game, okay? We're not trying to be pretentious, we just sometimes try to have fun and let you know what kind of bullshit is out there. And that's all we do. Yeah. And I know people get all that, well, that's not professional. You shouldn't do this. And why you cuss all the time? Because I want to. Because sometimes you got to verbally hit fools upside the head for them to understand and hear you. And no, I don't go for that. A person who cusses is like an empty wagon trying to be heard. No, ain't nothing but a wagon. If you don't like what I got to say, like I told you, you can click, bye, see ya. Don't want to be you. Ain't nobody holding you here. Ain't nobody making you stay here. In fact, like I told somebody else, don't nobody own none of these damn platforms, okay? We talked about that. None of these platforms are owned by nobody. You don't own one, I don't own them. Facebook fucked up one of mine anyway. That's what they're, so why are you gonna get caught up in whether this is my page or and all that old mess? It ain't your page, you don't own it. None of these platforms, Facebook, YouTube, all that stuff. That's why it's so important to do your list. Take all them connections that you want and put them on a list if they want more information from you. If they don't want no more information, you fuck them. Don't bother. Quit chasing people about stuff that they don't want to do nothing with, and the hell with them. Like I said, I don't chase no ass.
Right.
I'm not chasing no ass. You either like me before I know it don't. I think it's too easy to go buy ass than go chasing somebody about it. Y'all people waste more time about stuff and then complain about it and then wonder why some people, man, because you waste time. I guess you got to get older to understand, hey, fuck most people about certain things. Only want to deal with people that get me who connect with me, and that's what we and Ken are. We're about people who connect with us. Fuck the rest of y'all that don't. Really. Straight up. We do not give a fuck. We're here to connect with people who get us. And don't. And I know what.
We're not for everybody.
Nah, we ain't for everybody.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's going to always be okay.
That's okay. You know.
You know? And I'm pretty sure some of y'all go out there and have sex with some people. And they ain't everybody that pursue a more deeper relationship. You just want what you want. People want what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And they just do, and that's okay. That is okay. And that's hard. That is so hard for a lot of people to take because they're trained to think that you gotta be this way, that way, and that way to get this and this and this. And all you need to do is be yourself. This country and this bullshit they train you to be something that you're not because they think you can't be yourself. And people are, with the internet, people are looking for authenticity. They're looking for people who are just being themselves. Can tell you, I'm like this in front of you. If I was in front of you, we sitting around having a beer or out in my backyard, me and kids done this in the summer, didn't do it this past summer, we're gonna do this summer. In fact, we're gonna do may do some damn Sunset Sundays where we're both at the same place and we're gonna be kicking it at the fire, drinking a beer and talking shit. That's what we're gonna do.
What?
That's what we're gonna do, motherfuckers. Now, you wanna really fucking keep it real? Go Sunset Sunday by the fire, by the cookout, and really talk some shit. Hey, we're gonna educate you about some things, but
yes,
we're gonna keep it real. We ain't going for the okie doke. We ain't trying to press every damn body online. Fuck a lot of people that don't like what we got to say. Really. Like I said, we don't own this. Oh yeah, we're gonna do that too. I might fire up the grill, get the camera, and do this shit, and then we talk some shit with a shot, a beer, and whatever. People want authenticity. They want it real. They don't want all this. I am so-and-so, and I'm going to teach you how to be an internet marketer. Man, nobody won't give a fuck about all that shit. We're going to keep it real about what you need to do. We're going to give you some tips, but we're just going to keep it real how we just operate and live. That's all this is about. We're living. We haven't been living for a long time because of this bullshit that's been out there. And that's all people want to. We give you permission, folks, people out here, to live wherever that may be, how that may be. That's what we're giving you permission for. Hey, did this give you a thing to let you share it? Kid.
Not real watch party style, but I was able to.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. That's okay. I don't know. It was just that time. One time, Friday, one of them days, the watch party icon popped up. I thought they got rid of it. So I don't know. I didn't know what. But hey, like I said, this platform is to market, but to keep shit real. That's what the whole. I don't know what you've heard about what attraction marketing is about, but all it is just being yourself. A lot of y'all ain't comfortable being yourself because you've been told through your upline, your downline, you can't say this or you can't do this. Man, fuck them. Let them do their shit. Let them be you. I tell my downline, go kiss my ass. You be you. Let me do me. Really. Because at the end of the day, this is my business, not yours, not Kent's, not your upline, not your downline, whatever the hell you mean. Be you and you attract the right motherfucking people, folks. Stop all the bullshit. We're going to keep it real. That's the whole theme of 2021. Keeping this bullshit real. Stop trying to impress motherfuckers that don't want to deal with you. Fuck them, really. Because in the end, you just got to be you. And like we said, if you like what you hear from us and want to roll with us, let us know. Because we ain't I ain't for all this bullshit. Like I told my mom today, I said, that's why I didn't date a lot of these women. Probably why I'm single today, because I keep it too real. I'm a Taurus. I'm too practical for a lot of people. Practicality, everybody got, there's too many people like a little bit of bullshit. I can't deal with a whole lot of bullshit. I'll tell you, go fuck yourself how to get there, really. I ain't, that ain't me. I mean, I can have fun, but don't try to fuck me. Okay? Don't even go there. I ain't with it. So, you know, that's why probably why me and Kent, you can see we're two different people. But that's probably good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, two of us like this may not work. You know. And we know some other people that kind of like that. But I'm not mentioning. I mean, it's cool, but you know, it just some of us, you know, some of us like to talk a lot, but don't do shit. That's another thing that bugs the fuck out of me. Fools that run off at the mouth, talk about shit, and don't do a damn thing until they see you doing something like, oh, and then say, well, I did. No, I fuck you didn't. Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't lie to me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Do not lie to me about that.
Yeah.
I know.
I had to, I was like, where'd this come from?
Oh no. I had to look. I had seen it earlier and I looked at it again. I'm like, wait a minute, how the fuck is he doing that? You gotta be part of the system to even get this. So whoever he connected to, I don't know. Ain't me. I ain't getting no damn warning. I ain't getting no damn.
I'm like, whoa.
I ain't getting no shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Oh, this guy named Larry Bartram. He invited me to his timeless, join the timeless level of, how you pronounce this? BIBU boomerang? Another one of multi-level thing. Look, people. I'm gonna put this out there. I already got a business, people. Me and Ken are business partners. We're in a system of marketing, training, tools, and services. We're already in a multi-level marketing thing and working on other things. Stop trying to sponsor us into your thing unless you know we were interested in it. Stop coming off right off the bat, trying to sell us your shit, and you don't even know us. You don't look at our profile. Just because I'm an entrepreneur or whatever, don't mean I want your shit. Okay? Stop it. I buy shit all the time. But if it's of value for me, I will. If it's not, from people that I don't know, that I don't have a relationship with, I'm not buying a goddamn thing from you. Unless we connect in some way other than you seeing my profile saying that I'm an entrepreneur, and that's the only reason why you do it.
Right.
I said, like I told this guy, I said,
right.
that sounds like a canned response. So many of y'all saw, well, I'm looking for like-minded people. I saw you were an entrepreneur, and I'm looking for like-minded people. Motherfucker, please. Really. Like-minded people.
How many times have we heard that?
I don't know. Look, I'm tell people that's a canned response. Stop using all that. If you want to stand out, stop using the same shit that every Tom, Dick, and network marketing person out there uses. Don't nobody want to hear that mess. And you have saturated the market with that same canned response. That's why you're struggling. You guys use the same canned rhetoric bullshit. It's just like all these fuckers on the news. That word, the new normal. Fuck the new normal. You hear me? Fuck the new normal. I'm not looking for no new normal. I'm looking for some different changes, some moving progression, and awakening. That's what I'm looking at. Fuck that new normal, people. There ain't no damn new normal. Damn. You know, those are kind of things. Yes, the markets can get saturated. They can even get saturated in the marketing system that if everybody comes off saying the same damn thing, you got the marketing's about standing out and sometimes hitting folks upside the head verbally. It's about really getting their attention. Why do you think people like Cardi B and some of these other people are successful? It ain't that they got a lot of fucking talent. They just know how to market their shit. And they got some nice tetas and bonera. Okay? Piernas and tetas. That's what they use. Okay? So it's about marketing. Who's the other one? There's a whole lot of them that are there. It's about marketing, standing out, getting the attention of a lot of people. That's why they're successful. Mm-hmm. The Kardashians, what's so fucking special about the Kardashians besides tetas and ass? Huh? What? Tetas and ass. What did they really do? Except their father was a lawyer for OJ. But other than that, what was out there that they were so special about, people? They had a damn show on Facebook. People, hey, there was a show, I did a video on my phone and did a live showing it out. It's called The Fake Celebrity. It's on HBO right now. It's been running all this month. And they talk about all that shit. Now, I'm not trying to be no celebrity. I'm not fake. I'm talking real, but there are a bunch of people, especially on YouTube. They go rent out cars and houses to make you think that they make the fake celebrity people, they marketing. But you got, once you put up some shit like that, you better show up with some value. Okay? They get all these followers because of that. I'm not trying to be like that. I only want to work with a few people. And them people, and like we said, them people probably don't have them on a autoresponder list. If their shit gets shut down, they lose all that damn audience that they worked for. Okay, it's about 8:30. We've been on here an hour and a half. We didn't have a little fun, have a little talk a lot of shit, serious shit that I hope you got some value from, even though you may not like what I said, that's fine. But that's just gonna be us. You got any thoughts, criticisms, things you want to add on, Kent?
Hey guys,
close this thing out.
Hey guys, thanks for jumping on, chopping it up with us. And as we end, we are ending Black History Month, but we ain't ending Black History, ladies and gentlemen.
Black history is all history.
This is a part. Yes, this is a part. This is a part of us. Hey, and if you want to connect with Greg and myself, you can DM us. But like Greg said, if you're trying to DM us for a business opportunity, please don't do that, because one, 9 times out of 10, we don't know y'all unless there's something that Greg might have expressed interest in on something, or I might have expressed interest in. But if you're going to DM us, DM us about the opportunity that we can help you ratchet up your business, because Greg turned me on to this particular leveraging tool, and it's it works when you work it, but man, the things we seen on this webinar 24th, I'm like, whoa, okay. If this doesn't get me to step it up, I don't know what will, because I need to step it up. And this will help you step up in your business as well.
You gotta
reach out to us. We'll meet you halfway.
Right.
Reach out to us.
I'm gonna be real with you. Most of y'all are doing your marketing wrong. Okay? 90% of y'all that contact us, the way y'all contact us, you're doing your marketing all the way wrong. You don't start a relationship by saying, I want to fuck you. Maybe some of y'all do. Okay? but 90% of the time it ain't gonna work. And that's the way y'all do. When you do your market, you pulling up on like you trying to push up on some chick saying you want to marry her or you want just fast. That's how you present your marketing to 90% of the people that are already in this game and know how to do it. You coming up basically saying, I want to fuck you. No. Okay, not fair. I ain't with it. Don't do that. I want everybody to see this video and let y'all know. I hope it go viral so people will know. Don't come to me with that bullshit. We got the cookie. We can help you. If that sounds arrogant, it just do. 90% of y'all in network marketing ain't taught how to market. Y'all taught how to chase people all over the internet or spam, or you really can't still do that in person, but you don't know how to market. Okay? You are your business, folks, not network marketing, not the affiliate that you belong to, the products and service. That's not your business. The two things that are the asset of your business is you and your audience that you market to, that are attracted to. That is it. Nothing else fucking matters. Not even your damn products. I don't give a fuck if your product is the #1 jumping around, make your finger big, whatever that it does, there's another one like it or better. Okay? So you don't need to be doing that. You need to attract the right people, market you, build your brand, whatever that may be. I can't tell you that. I can direct you to how to find it, but me and Kent can't help you with your brand. That brand's gonna be about who you are, who you feel comfortable being, and that's your brand, and that's what you market out to your audience. That's what you do. I'm gonna keep it fucking real. That's what all you do. All the other shit that you're downline, upline, all that shit they try to tell you, everybody's not your prospect, people. But everybody's not, and you should be about your business. You should qualify people to spend time with you. Got an argument, well, I don't want to say it's an argument about that quote, trying to say, well, that's not what they said. I said, you may not have said it directly, but that's what you're saying. Okay? But that's another story too. You understand who you are, you understand who the audience that you want to attract. That's the game. That's the business. That's it. All the other stuff will come if it's there, if you got something to solve their problem. All sales and marketing is about solving a problem, people. Once you start understanding that and quit trying to talk to every Tom, Dick, and Harry about your business online and invite them to every damn thing that you got, you think everybody needs, instead of find out if they need your shit, then you'll have a better turnout. You won't be so fucking frustrated. I ain't frustrated about this shit no more. I used to be. But I had to tell people, even in this damn workshop, I said, basically, I had to tell this guy as a coach, and I kind of thought, really, I'm not saying I don't need help or nothing, but I don't need that level 1 workshop. Honestly, was for beginners, really. Okay. That one I did with MLSP. Okay. I don't think I'm in that level part of that. I was kind of bored. I said, I already know how to do all this shit. Okay. Mm-hmm. What I probably more need is to chop it up with some people about, this is what I'm doing. What do you think? From another perspective. This is how I talk to people. Now, I'm not saying that is something you would do, but this is who I am. I ain't trying to be you. I ain't trying to be you. I ain't trying to be you. Because if I try to be all you, I'm not going to succeed. It's just like in the day when Bruce Lee died. Everybody was trying to make another Bruce Lee instead of finding somebody that was talented martial arts and an actor. See, people get caught up in one success thing and then they want to ride that till the wheels fall out. That's not how you build success, people. You move forward from that. Because there's not going to ever be a Bruce Lee. Y'all don't forget about this shit. Bruce Lee was who he was. Quit trying to be him. They fail every time they try to replicate Bruce Lee. Jackie Chan When he first came out, they tried to make him into a Bruce Lee too. He said, fuck y'all. I gotta be who I am. I got comedy. His success came from his comedy. With his martial arts. One try to be Bruce Lee. That's what's wrong. Y'all try to run shit till the wheels fall off and wonder why y'all don't succeed. Everybody that comes out with something is basically part of their persona. I'm reading a book, Be Like Walters, by Bruce Lee. His daughter rewrote it from some of the writings that he's done. And it talks about these type of things, about being you. There are certain things you can control and certain things you can't control. Being like water is like this bottle of water. Water adapts to every situation that it comes across. It adapts to being in a bottle. It'll adapt to being in a cup, on the floor, wherever. The problem with most people in this business or in any business, they can't adapt because they're so convicted in their damn belief system. When there's a disruption, this big disruption with COVID, this is one of the big disruptions we're gonna have in the next 100 years. They could not turn the corner, and then they didn't know what to do with that. We've been doing this for 10 years, I've been. Blockbuster, prime example. When Netflix came out, they couldn't turn the corner, they couldn't adapt to the change of market. That's why they're gone. There are certain businesses now that ain't going back to where they were in 2019. The disruption has thrown them out. Businesses that did not learn to adapt technology to build their audience, they're gone. Network marketing companies that don't emphasize online marketing in this disruption, they gone. Any business that don't adapt and that's too stuck in their convictions of marketing or how they build their business to think it's all gotta be face-to-face, I guarantee your ass by the end of this year, you're gonna be gone. Because the market has changed. Ain't nobody gonna be up in your face. I don't give a shit if we got vaccines coming in. People have seen the light. They know I don't have to be in Istanbul, Turkey to market my business or talk to buy face-to-face to market my product. All I gotta do is give some value to it on a home conference call tomorrow. I'm doing a telehealth for my mom. There's no need of my mom having to get up and go to a doctor for them to talk to her about something she don't know if they're gonna do or not. It don't need to be in person. I'm doing a telehealth. We tried to go over there this past Friday, but you know, with her back and my mom's 86 years old, we were late. We were like a half an hour late. And then, you know, they canceled the appointment. So I said, look, I told them, we ain't coming back here for something that we ain't gonna do. It's the same thing we're gonna do a telehealth call. I'm not going through that shit again. So tomorrow, I'm doing a telehealth call for my mom. Those are the kind of shit that you need. The only time you need to be in an office like that, unless they're gonna do some kind of procedure. No, you don't need to be up in people's faces. Well, all the rest of the infected motherfuckers. Really, stop with this shit that you gotta be face-to-face to do any damn thing. Unless I'm being real, unless I'm fucking you, I ain't gotta be in your face. Really. I ain't got to be in your face. I can get my message to you just like I'm doing now on Facebook or on any other platform. All right, that being said, I hope you got that from what we're talking about. We're here every Sunday, going into a new month, people, heading to spring, my time of the year. Kid, you had your year, you had your weather, you had your Antarctica, you had your ice on the ground, shit. You had your icebox weather. Hell, you had your freezer weather. It's my turn now. I wasn't with this damn thing. Oh no. The beauty of being able to work from home using these technologies It's because I don't have to be out in that shit that we had. That snow and ice is gone now.
Man.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it.
Something else.
It's something else. Granted, you got people, it's not so much the ice and snow, it's the crazy assholes that are out there driving. You gotta watch.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because the snow and ice, it's gonna do what it does.
Yeah, it's gonna do what it does. It's just dealing with the fools that don't need to be out there in the first place, and you gotta be around.
Exactly.
It's this crazy people. And that's the beauty. That's what I like about doing this. I ain't into it unless, and the only way I need to meet you, and I don't need to meet you like that unless we're gonna have a drink somewhere, whenever I ever to do that. But I don't need to do that to close on some business. People, stop with the dogma. People, look, things are changing. We are not going back to that 2019 bullshit that y'all, people got a taste of using technology to build their business. Network marketing companies that don't emphasize internet marketing into their repertoire, fuck them, really, all of them. I'm not gonna be part of that shit. I am not running around nowhere chasing nobody. I got told I don't chase no ass. I'm not chasing you about no business. Okay? I ain't doing it. If we can't do it this way, don't even talk to me about it. I'm not chasing you, but I don't give a fuck. There's too many people I can talk to. There's 8 billion people, 380 million people, billion, whatever we're Earth. I only need a certain amount of people, folks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need everybody liking me, being on my platform, connecting with me. I don't need all y'all. Okay? Let's make that damn clear. All these motherfuckers that are hitting up on me on Instagram, I don't connect with all of them. I don't know. It may be fake profiles. I don't know. Don't care. All y'all talking about, well, I got 350 million people following me. Following you doing what? They sniffing your drawers? Like a dog? Y'all make a big deal about that. They're not, all them people ain't your business. The only people that should be your business that really are connecting with you, all these people that are following you and I got so-and-so, you don't market to all them people. If they ain't on your list, they ain't your audience. If they ain't on your list, you can choose. That's the only thing these platforms allow you to do is to choose and pick who you want to be on your list, who you want to market to be on your list. Fuck the rest of them if you can't connect with them. Really. That's the way it should be operated. See, most of your gurus ain't gonna tell you that because they want to be professional. They think being professional is well, you can't talk this way. Fuck you. Yes, I can. Because I'm my own boss, and like I said, the only people that I want to connect with that get me. They all the rest of y'all. Y'all get offended. Y'all just get offended. Y'all don't get offended with Gary Vaynerchuk. He said, "Fuck you, kiss my ass all the fucking time." He multi-millionaire. I ain't say I gotta be like him. But I'm just being like who I am. I just go who I am, and I got tired of a lot of shit. I grew up back east too, Jersey, New York. I ain't taking that as an excuse, but after a while, you start getting 62 years old, you get age, and you start like, man, fuck all these people that I'm trying to be nice to every damn body. Only people that get me. Fuck the rest of y'all. That's the attitude you got, because you start trying to make everybody like you. You start driving your ass crazy. That's why a lot of y'all get stuck. Because y'all too much worried about, well, so-and-so is not like, they may not like me. Fuck them, they don't like what you got to say. I probably would never be I don't know if I will ever be on any speaking platform or MLSP. You know why? Because I will talk just like the fuck I'm talking now. Bullshit. I will tell them, I'm not going to, hey, y'all want me on a Wednesday webinar? You're going to let me run the way I need to run. I'm not going to. This ain't gonna be. It may be a rated R. I'm not doing this shit. This, I'm not. I don't give a fuck about all that stuff. All that notoriety is fine and shit. Just pay me. Fuck all the other shit. Hey, really? Just pay me for the value that I give you. All the other shit is bullshit. Really. Golden Globes host Tina Fey Amy Poehler, mock lack of diversity in award show opening monologue. You know, to end this on Black History Month. People, Black community, look, I'm gonna get this book too. The diversity thing, until Black folks start controlling enough resources, y'all can forget about that shit. Until you start controlling enough resources, meaning money, okay? People who build things for themselves, build it for themselves. They don't build it to be really, let's be real. White folks ain't building this shit really to be all this diversity shit. I'm being real about it. If we want to control our own destinies in Hollywood and the movies, you're going to have to build your own shit. You're going to have to control more resources. Them motherfuckers do not give a fuck because you say, well, got this talent. I worked in Hollywood. They do not give a fuck. We can talk all the diversity bullshit we want. As long as they control the money, the economics, they're gonna say, okay, yeah, we hear you, and fuck you anyway. They don't have to. Control more of the money, people. Learn to control more of the money. Other than that, them motherfuckers do not give a fuck. I'm gonna end it on that note. My name is Greg Smith. Sunday night, people, like I said, Les Brown said the heart attack rate goes up. Don't let that happen to you because they have your obituary in the paper before your job, another job. I mean, they'll have your job in the paper before your obituary. And on that note, my name is Greg Smith. Kent Robinson. We'll see you next Sunday. 7. Peace. Take care. We are out.
Stay safe, everybody.